Hi everyone. My God, I see the chat box flooding. There are so many messages coming in. Wow, everyone is so excited. Good evening, you fantastic children, and welcome to week 3 of Kukuruku Art Festival, the biggest and the longest running global art festival for you wonderful children. This festival is brought to you by Camel, India's favorite stationery brand, in association with our radio partner 92.7 Big FM, Dhun Badal Ke To Dekho, and Sonalika Publications, nurturing thinking minds, shaping future leaders, and entertainment partner Pogo. I am Gayatri, your host for this session, and it is my greatest pleasure to welcome all of you wonderful children to the beginning of a fabulous art adventure. So, as usual, before we begin, we have to follow three golden rules, right? Yes? Can you type in the chat box if you know what they are? Yes. Do you know what they are? The three golden rules, no? Yes? All right. Okay, let me repeat again. The first one is that the session will be for 40 minutes. 40 minutes followed by 20 minutes of question and answers, where you will have to keep yourself muted during the entire session and you can note down your questions or type in the chat box. Okay, and I will note down your questions, and during the Q&A session towards the end, the last 20 minutes, I will ask the instructor and she will answer all your questions. Okay? Yes? Yes, can you type in the chat box yes if you understood? All right, great. Okay, and second rule, second golden rule. If you are very confused or you cannot see what is happening, or if you're having audio issues, or if you're not able to understand something, what should you do? Yes, you should ask your parents. If anybody is next to you, your parents, your elder sister, your elder brothers, whoever is there, tell them to help resolve the problem quickly so that you don't miss anything out. Okay? Yes? Yes, thumbs up. Very good. And the third and the final golden rule, if you're missing any material or if you're not able to go as along with the instructor, it is completely fine. Why? Because after 24 hours of this session, you will have on your Kukuruku dashboard the entire session's recording, which you can watch and then you can do it by yourself after you have all the materials so that you don't miss out on any fun, right? Yes, thumbs up if you understood. Of course, you will follow the golden rules. Yes. Good, guys. Okay, next. Before we proceed, again, let me mention that this festival is brought to you by Camel. Camel is India's favorite stationery brand in association with a radio partner 92.7 Big FM, Dhun Badal Ki To Dekho, and Sonalika Publications, nurturing thinking minds, shaping future leaders, and our entertainment partner, Pogo. And one more special attention I need from all of you, that all you amazing talented stars can win a lot of prizes and a lot of goodies. How do you ask? Do you know? Does anybody know how you can win a lot of prizes? Yes? No? Okay, let me tell you. So you can upload the picture of your artwork on either Instagram or Facebook, and you will have to tag two people. Who are the two people? Sonalika Publications and Kukuduku. Who will you have to tag? Yes, Sonalika Publication and Kukuduku. You will have to tag both of these accounts on Instagram or Facebook and then post the picture of your artwork. And you will win. If you're the winner, you will win a bag of amazing goodies and a lot of entertaining and very exciting free gifts. Yes? And are you ready for today's fun-filled journey? Yes? Do you have any clue what we are doing today? Does anybody know what we're doing today? What is special about today? Yes, yes, yes. I see some people finding it out. Let me tell you. So brace yourself because you are going to enjoy a wonderful session by Miss Jesudara Hinmikaiye. Miss Jesudara Hinmikaiye is going to teach you about native art from Nigeria. Yes. Ma'am is a 19-year-old Nigerian artist who specializes in illustration and textile designing. She can flexibly work between both traditional and digital medium to create and produce art. A warm welcome to our instructor, Miss Jesudara. Hello, ma'am. Welcome. The stage is all.
Hi,
And kids, let's all give a warm welcome to ma'am. Everybody scream out in the chat box. Hi, ma'am.
hello. Nice
Yes.
to meet you all.
Ma'am, you can proceed. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Dara, and I'm a Nigerian artist and surface pattern designer. So today I'll be teaching you guys about the fun facts about Nigeria, what you didn't know about Nigeria before, and some of our really beautiful fabric motifs and native symbols. So first, you wonder, where is Nigeria? So Nigeria is located in the west of Africa. All right, and Africa is a continent. So in Nigeria, we have three major tribes: the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. And these three major tribes have really amazing culture and art forms that are unique to each of them. So before I continue and teach you more about these ethnic groups, I'll let you know some interesting facts about Nigeria. So Nigeria has the largest butterfly diversity in the world. And also there's a bird that can be found anywhere else except in Nigeria. So I'd like to also share my screen with you so that you could understand what I would like to teach you better. Okay. All right, so I'm guessing you can see my screen. So to the left is the Nigerian flag, and to the right is our national animal, which is the bald eagle. And here, these are pictures of some people from the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. And this is the bird that can be found anywhere else in the world except in Nigeria. See how pretty it looks. And so back to the three major ethnic groups. They are the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. The Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. So for the Hausa, they are well known for their sculptural figures, which is known popularly as the knock art. So the knock art dates back to 1,500 years ago, 1,500 BC. And that's a very, very, very long time ago, as you can see. So moving on, for the Igbo, we have symbols called the NCBD, NSIBIDI, NCBD. So the Igbo people are also well known for their bronze casting works. And when they're done creating these artworks, they usually inscribe these symbols onto them. And oftentimes these symbols, they tattoo it on their bodies and they use it as a means of communication. So the fun fact about the symbol is that it's only known by a specific group of people in the Igbo land. It's until recently that they created one that the public can use. So, and each of these symbols mean so many different things. A single symbol can be used to replace a whole statement. That's how fantastic it is. So, and to the right, I'm sure you can see this fabric, this cloth, and I'm sure you would wonder how this was made. Okay, so this was made by stitching. They created a stitch with raffia. So raffia is a material that they use to replace the needle and thread. So this is passed across the fabric in a sewing motion. And when this is done, they then dip the fabric into dye. And when it's brought out and left to like air and the threads are loosened, you now get these very interesting motifs. So here are more symbols. Now moving on, this is the adire. So adire is very, very peculiar to the Yoruba people. So the Yoruba people are located towards the west, the southwest of Nigeria, okay? And the cool thing about these Yoruba motifs is that they each mean different things. And this adire is mostly created by women. And these women decorate fabric using wax or thread, or even sometimes they tie it with raffia. So these motifs are used to express how they are feeling in a particular moment. And oftentimes they can write like, for example, here's a picture. I'm sure you can see the writing to the left, to the right of my screen. So I'd like to let you understand what this the writing means. The one that says ire ni temi means blessings are mine. Blessings, that means good things are mine. So that's what these fabrics mean. And when they're done creating these beautiful designs and symbols, they'll put their signature, which could be an animal, a flower, anything at the edge or just somewhere in the fabric. And we're going to be doing that today also. You would create your own individual signature at the end of your drawing. So here's more symbols. And the dye that is used is known as the indigo dye to create color on these fabrics. And you can see the leaf is green, but when the leaf is fermented and kept in water and then brought out again, the color that it gives is blue, which is very amazing. You can see nature is really amazing. So I'm sure you're ready. So let's get right into the drawing. Okay. Right. So on my second screen, I'm sure you can see this symbol. So this symbol here is known as music. It means music. It's an Insibidi symbol. Okay. So we're going to be drawing our own Insibidi symbol, and then we're going to decorate it with colorful markers. So I hope you're ready. And here's more. These are the adire motifs. Okay, so we're going to be drawing some of the adire motifs also. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I hope you have your markers ready for drawing and your inks also. Okay, so we'll start with an Insibidi symbol. So this symbol, you draw a line, then you draw another line, and then this line. Then you draw another, and this again, and this. This symbol means child. It means child. And it's well used in CBD. So aside that, there's another symbol again, which means welcome. If you want to say welcome as someone that speaks in CBD or writes in CBD, so you draw it like this. Sorry, can you see my screen now? I see some say can't see my screen.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So this means child. So you could draw with me as I'm drawing also. So let me draw it again for those that couldn't see. So start with a line, then you draw another and another. Yes, you can use any color you want for this. So this means child. So now when you want to say welcome, you draw it like this. It's like a bracket. And then you create a symbol that looks like a Y. Okay. So now if we want to color this, some of you are asking if you could use different colors. Of course, you can use different colors. You can use blue. Right now, this is blue I'm using. And then we draw it again and again and again. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the next symbol. So the Insibidi itself has its own. Okay, sorry, please, can you see my screen? My drawing.
Yes, I am able to see your drawing. Kids, I think you're not able to see it, maybe because you're using your phone and you're able to see only one screen. Okay. Is that it?
Okay. So can I proceed?
Yes, you can proceed. No issues.
All right, so the name in CBD has its own symbol also. So we're going to draw that, but this time around, we're going to draw it in such a way that we can decorate on the inside. We can draw whatever we want on the inside. So we'll make it bigger than the other ones we drew previously. So it starts with the letter Z, like this. Can you see it? Then we're going to draw another Z on top of the Z again. Right, so it's bigger. Then we'll draw a circle, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll draw another one again here. Then after this, you draw like an upside down, like an N. Yes, a small letter N there. Then you draw this like a slash here. So this is a symbol for in CBD. So now I want you guys to grab your colorful markers because we're going to decorate and going to paint the inside also. So now you can decide to make yours a hatch. You can draw a hatch on the inside, or you can color the whole thing. It's your choice. And if you want, you can draw flowers on the inside of your writing, okay? Make sure it's beautiful. So I'm going to draw my designs on the inside of the letter. Okay, so here we go. All right, I hope you're drawing. Please draw with me. And I'm going to decorate here. All right, so I'm going to grab another color. So the symbol stands for in CBD. So let me write it clearly by the side. N S I B I D I in CBD. So I'm going to continue with another color again. This time around, I'm using teal blue. I want you to make it as colorful as possible. Okay. And I'm going to use another color now. I'm using the color yellow for this again. Okay. So I hope you've drawn your CBD symbol. So we'll move on to the next section, which is adire. So like I mentioned, adire is achieved by creating decorations with wax on a fabric. So these decorations mean so many things. So let me start by showing you this one. So this symbol here means every stage of life is art, as we are here now at this art festival. And this means everything is going to be okay. And here, this is a symbol of a scorpion. So now this symbol is a signature of a textile designer, of someone that creates adire. Now, this is cocoa pot here. And this is a symbol of an umbrella. So one fantastic thing I'm going to show you now is that you saw that that was the symbol of the umbrella, right? So now I'm going to draw something else. In Igbo, in CBD, the symbol of the umbrella is this. This is a symbol of the umbrella. It's a big circle followed by another circle and a dot in the middle. This is a symbol of an umbrella. But in Yoruba art, in adire, the symbol of an umbrella is like a triangle first. You draw a triangle first. Then you do this. Then you draw the stick of the umbrella. And then you can create whatever design you want on the inside. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are excited to draw more adire symbols. So let's move to the next paper if you have it beside you. So I'll turn to my next page. Okay, so the first adire symbol that I'll be teaching you about is the flowers. I'm sure we all like flowers. Flowers are everywhere around us. So in adire, there are 3 popular flowers that I've mostly drawn. Okay, there are three popular flowers that are mostly drawn, and the first is, sorry, please. Okay, so the first flower is known as Ododo, 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 right? So I'm going to draw that for you. It's the regular way you draw your flower. So you start with a circle, and then you create this, another one again, and another. And another one. Okay, so let me know if you've drawn your flower. So after this, I'm going to show you another type of flower again. It's known as ewe ege. So this is also known as, in English, it means cassava leaf. Okay, means cassava leaf. So I'm going to draw that for you now. So you start with the circle again, but instead of the edge of the flower, of the petals being round, this time around it's going to be pointy, very pointy. I'm going to draw it like this. Another one again. And another one. Your drawing doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure it looks like what you'd like. And you draw another one again. And another. Until you're satisfied with it. So this is known as the ewe ege, and this is known as the normal flower, and this is a cassava leaf. Cassava leaf and the normal flower. So there's another type of flower, which is known as the four-leaved flower, the four-leaved flower. So we're going to draw that now. So start with, this time around, it doesn't need a circle. It goes like this, and then like this. It's 4 leaves, so you make sure it's 4 in number. So now that we're done with this, you can color on the inside. So make sure you pick a very, very beautiful flower to draw on the inside. A very beautiful color, I mean. So after this, we're going to do something a bit more complex, okay? We're going to pick these motifs and make it into a bigger motif. We're going to make them joined together for a bigger artwork. So make sure you're done with coloring your flowers. All right. So another motif I'll teach you, which we're going to use in the next drawing part, are the geometric types. The geometric types. So we'll start with a rectangle, a square, I mean, a square. We'll start with a square. So the meaning of this motif I'm about to draw, sorry about that. Okay, so the meaning of the motif I'm about to draw means the world is on its side. The world is on its side. Okay, so we'll start by drawing a line across here and another here and here. Okay. 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 And another here. So can you see this? Let me know if you can see it. Okay. So now we're going to color only some specific parts. We'll color here, we'll color here, and we'll color here and here. Okay. These 4 parts are what we're going to color. All right. So we'll do that now. Okay, let me know if you're coloring already. Okay, then after we're done coloring, we're going to draw a smaller circle on the inside of the blank spaces. Okay, so here it is. So we're done with this. So the meaning of this means the world is on its side. The world as it is on its side. So we're going to draw another one, which has an interesting meaning. So draw another rectangle again. Another rectangle. So now the one we're about to draw means mirror. Mirror, like the mirror, a reflection of yourself, okay? It means a mirror. And it's going to be drawn in an interesting manner. So we'll start with a very thick line, very, very thick line. Another thick line. And another thick line. So when we're done with this, you draw much thinner lines. We drew thick lines. We're going to draw thinner lines, okay? So we'll draw the thinner line, much thinner. Okay. Much thinner lines. So now this means mirror, M-I-R-R-O-R, mirror. This means mirror. And I'm sure in illustrations or kids' book that you read, you see a mirror. When a mirror is drawn, they have these rectangular lines across it. So this is basically how the Yoruba women draw their mirror. So now we're going to take 2 or 3 of these motifs, depending on you. So depending on you, out of the motifs we've drawn so far, the flower, the 4-leaved flower, the normal flower, and the cassava leaf. And the mirror and the world is on its side. We're going to pick 1 or 2 of these motifs, or 3 of them, and we're going to use it to create a larger motif. Okay. So move on to your next paper, please. You can use any marker you want, any type of marker you want. So we're going to, on a fresh page. So we're going to draw a very big, very, very, very big rectangle. A very large rectangle, okay? You could use a ruler if you have one, or you could use your hand. So we're going to divide this rectangle into 3 parts, okay? Horizontally. So 1 and 2. All right, please do that. Then we're going to divide it in 3 places vertically. So 1 and 2. So let me know if you've done that. So sorry, it's not so straight. Okay, so let me know if you've done that. So we're going to start by, for me, I'm going to pick the 4-leaved flower. The 4-leaved flower, okay? It should be equal. Pardon my drawing, it should be equal. It should be equal. So I'm going to pick the 4-leaved flower for my first motif, which I'm going to draw here. Okay, so this is what I'm picking. You can decide to pick another motif. You can decide to draw this first or any one of them first. But personally, I'm going to pick this. So this is our final artwork. So make sure the boxes are equal, okay? We're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 boxes in total, all right? So please do that now. So this is 1 leaf. I'm picking the 4-leaved flower for mine. The flower in the language is spelled ododo, O-D-O-D-O, flower. So let's continue. I'm going to pick this on my own. So that's 1. So I'm going to, this particular motif of mine, I'm going to put it in different boxes, okay? In a way that it's going to repeat. So you draw that motif you picked once, and you draw it again. Okay, so I'm going to draw mine here again. Okay, so let me know if you've done that. So we're going to move on to our next motif. For me, I'm going to pick the motif of the mirror, okay? So I'm going to draw my mirror now on a different box, okay? A different box. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can make as many lines as you'd like. So 1, 2, 3. So this is a symbol of the mirror. So I'm going to draw it again in another color. Let's make this very beautiful. Let's make it exciting, okay? So I'm going to draw it another color here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to make another line, this time around much smaller lines, much thinner lines like I did here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me know if you've done that. Make sure it's beautiful. And you can go over your previous lines to make sure like it's thick enough so that you can tell the difference between the thick and thin lines. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to do that again. I'm going to pick another color to use right here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically what we're doing is we're repeating the motif 3 times, each of them 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to pick another motif to draw. This time around, I'm going to draw the world it's on its side, the motif that says the world is on its side, which is this. Can you see this? This particular motif. This is what I'm going to draw now. So here we go. So you draw like a cross. Then after you've done this, you do another one again. Okay, that's for mine. You can pick another motif to use, like the other type of the flower or the cassava leaf. So I'm going to draw this. 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to draw it here again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so make sure you're drawing with me. So this time around, I'm going to paint it again in another color. This time around, I want to use the color purple, okay? So you can choose another color to use. So I'm trying to paint it now. Okay. So you paint alternate, yes, pink is okay. Any color you'd like, your favorite color, pick your favorite color. I like the color purple, so I'm using it. Okay, make sure it comes out pretty. So, okay, seems I made a mistake somewhere. 2, 3, okay. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, seems I made a mistake there. So let me do it again on here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But then every mistake in art is beautiful. Okay, so just continue. So let me know, what third motif did you pick? What motif did you pick as your third design? Let me know. So, is it? So that's one. And we're moving to the next box again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So paint it over. Okay. You can pick another color to use. It doesn't necessarily need to be the same color. Okay. Right. So just keep painting. Continue. All right, so it's looking good. It's looking good. Nice. It's nice to see the flowers you guys picked. So what color goes with purple? I think the color yellow goes with purple. So I'll use yellow again. So I'm going to use yellow to make my center, the circles. Can you see the circles? So I'm going to use the yellow to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me know how it's going. Hope you're enjoying it. So I'm going to pick another color for my flower. I think I should pick the color blue. So I'm going to go with blue this time. Okay. So the thing is, after you're done drawing your flower, you can make other designs around it. You can draw vertical lines, or you can just like point, make dots all over it. So for me, I'm going to make vertical lines around the flower, okay? So you can choose anything you want to do with it. So I'm going to start with this. So make sure it doesn't overlap the flower, but it goes behind the flower. Let it go behind the flower. Okay. All right, can you see? So I'm going to do it again here. So I think I should make this flower different. So I think I'll paint the inside instead. So come up with your own unique and beautiful designs, all right? Come up with your own unique designs. All right, so looking good. So I'm going to use what I did here again, all right? So 1, 2. So make sure it doesn't overlap the flower, okay? You can always complete this after the session, okay? I would love to see what you guys created. I'm sure it's really, really amazing. So I'm done with this. So I'm going to use my color yellow this time around to paint the flower itself, the 4-leaved flower I picked. Okay. All right, I think we're done. Or should we add more designs over here? I think we should. So let me do that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me know how it's going. Are you enjoying the session? So let me know. I'm going to make more dots. Like I told you, you can use vertical lines or you can use dots, anyone you want. Okay, just make sure it comes out like you like it. Make sure you like it, okay? All right, and it's a wrap. So I'm done. Okay, so let me see if you guys are done with yours also. Okay, let me see. Right, so we're all done. And so we're going to move on to drawing some incivity symbols also. So like I told you here, this is incivity, all right? So let's pick one more incivity symbol to draw since we're done with this. And in the same way, but instead of us drawing 9 boxes, we're going to draw just 2 motifs in 2 boxes beside each other. So I'm going to teach you how to draw some of the motifs from here. All right. So get your markers ready. Okay, so this symbol I'm about to draw means a tree. It means a tree, okay? So you draw with a line. You can see that the difference between the incivity arts and the adire arts is that the incivity arts itself is like much more, it's more of line art compared to that of the adire arts. The adire art has much more, much fleshier motifs compared to that of the incivity. So this, you start with the line, then you start here, like you're making a V. So as you're drawing the V, to keep reducing in size until you get to the final point. So when you're done with that, you draw another one down. So that's the symbol of a tree. So this is a symbol of a child. This means child. So we're also going to write a greeting in incivity. So you start with the letter C. Make sure you're drawing the letter C, and then you draw something like a letter Y. So this means welcome in incivity. So this means tree, this means child, and this means welcome. Tree, child, welcome. Okay, so we're going to draw one, which is a symbol of a snake. All right, it looks exactly like a snake. So we're going to draw that now. So imagine you're writing the letter N, but in uppercase, the letter N. So you start with one line and done. So this means welcome. Let me write it beside it so you can see. This means welcome. This means tree. Okay, welcome, tree, child. And this one means snake, the one we drew just now. It means a snake. And it looks exactly like a snake. And this is the head of the snake, all right? So we're going to draw another one, which is the symbol for music. Okay, start with this. It's like a letter G of some sorts. Okay, and we're gonna draw another circle on the inside. So this means music. You can see how liney it is. It's more of line art compared to the other one. So, so this is music. This means music, music, music. This means snake. This means child. This means tree, and this means welcome. Okay, so we'll be wrapping up soon. So I hope you can see the symbols because we're about to redraw them again. But this time around, you're going to pick one of them. So look at them. Decide which motif you'd like to use for the next part we're going to do now. Do you want the tree? Do you want to write welcome? Do you want to write child? Or do you want to write music? This is music, music, or snake. You pick your choice, pick your choice. Pick 2 motifs, just 2 motifs. All right, 2 motifs. So I'm going to go with tree and welcome, tree and welcome. All right, so let's move on. So as we did before, you're going to start by drawing your box. Okay, we're going to draw a rectangle this time. Okay. A rectangle, draw a big rectangle. Okay, a big rectangle. So we're going to divide this rectangle into 2 parts. So you draw a vertical line down the middle. A vertical line. All right. So it should be equal. It should be equal. So let me go over the symbols one more time so you remember them. So this means tree. This means welcome. This means child. This means music and snake. Okay. So this is music. Music, music, music. So I'm going to pick tree and welcome. Okay. So, right. So we're going to draw the symbol of a tree. You start by drawing a vertical line. All right. And you draw your V. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then you draw an upside down, an inverted V, an inverted V. Okay. So that's the tree. So I'm going to write welcome. Okay. Welcome. So you draw a letter C, and then you draw this. So this time around, we might not be able to decorate the motif itself, but we're going to draw around the motif. So this is the last artwork for this class. So make sure it's really, really pretty. So you can draw flowers, you can draw lines, you can draw dots on the inside of this, the blank spaces in the boxes. Okay, so I'm going to draw lines this time around. Okay, so let me go back to show you some of the motifs again. So the two symbols mean child. This is the symbol for child. This two eyes, the letter I, two of them. This is the symbol for music once again. Okay, you draw your G, then an inverted G, and this is it. So currently we're doing in CBD, okay? This is in CBD we're drawing right now, okay? So this is the symbol itself for INCBD. And then we went on to Adire. This is what we did for Adire. So now we're doing INCBD right now, the bigger artwork, okay? So I've drawn my vertical lines. I'm going to draw horizontal lines next. So come up with creative designs, all right? Make it beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so for my next letter, I'm going to be using another color again. So, so make sure it's pretty. Okay, so this is the symbol for INCBD, the symbols for tree, and this is the symbol for welcome. It's a letter C and a mixture of a letter Y. All right, so this means welcome. So I'm going to just make one last design and we're done. Okay. Make sure it's really beautiful. Decorate it as you like. Okay, so we're done. So let me know if you're done. Let me know if you're done. All right, we're done.
All right, I see a lot of chats. So many people have enjoyed thoroughly this session. It was unlike any other. It was very interesting. It was something completely new that we have learned. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for that splendid workshop, Miss Jesudara. I'm
Yeah,
sure the kids loved it every bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you are live in Native Art from Nigeria at Kukuruku Art Festival 2021, the biggest and the longest running global art festival for children. This festival is brought to you by Camel, India's favorite stationery brand, in association with our radio partner 92.7 Big FM, Dhun Badal Ke To Dekho, Sonalika Publications, nurturing thinking minds, shaping future leaders, and entertainment partner Poco. Now,
Mhm.
before we close the session, there are a few questions that our kids have asked. So,
Okay.
first one is, can you teach us how to draw the scorpion?
The scorpion. Okay. Hope there's still time for that.
Yeah, if it's easier, I think we would have time because a lot of students wanted to know how to draw that scorpion.
Okay. The scorpion is a really unique one. So here is the image of the scorpion. This scorpion is what is used as a signature by the textile designer. So the lady could decide to use a scorpion, a lizard, anything. So we're going to draw the scorpion now. Okay. So we go to a fresh page of what we've from what we've done before. All right. So you start by making something like a very stretched out C, like this. Okay. Then you draw another one. Okay. Then you do this. Then you do this. And that's your scorpion. Very simple. Like the beautiful thing about these motifs is they tend to simplify much more complex artworks. They make it more simple, much more simple. So that's how to draw the scorpion.
That's very easy and that's very beautiful as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. Question number two is, what is your favorite type of art? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer Adire. I'm very
Okay.
biased towards Adire. Yes.
All right. That followed up by the second question. The next question is, can you mix or combine arts? Like, can you use the first art form that you showed? Can you use those symbols in the rectangle or the square of the second one? Can you mix and combine them?
The thing is, you can, but you need to understand what you're mixing because these two languages have two different contexts.
Mm.
This might be a scorpion, but when it's used in a CBD, might mean something else. But yes, you can combine them as far as it's under the term art. Okay, it's art. You can mix, but make sure you know the meaning of what you're mixing before you put them together, so that they're not contrasting ideas.
Okay. One more question is, are these art forms used for something in specific? Like, do they have a specific purpose, or are they just an art form for like visual pleasure?
No, they have very specific purposes. And CBD, for example, is what some people use to communicate. If they want to say welcome, they can draw the symbol in the air, welcome. And also they use it as a form of textile, a fabric, a cloth. It's called ukara, Ukara, ukara. So these symbols are used to communicate, to write, and also as a mode of dressing. Then for Adire, Adire is much more tailored towards textile art, which is fabric. So these designs are majorly used for fabric design, and they have much deeper meaning because I used to communicate. The artist uses it to express themselves. So that's it.
All right, that sounds very important, and it's like a major means of communication as well, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a question that is being repeated is, you showed us three different types of flowers. So could you please show us the same and tell the names of each?
Okay. Let's go back there
The names
again.
of the three flowers.
All right. So let me write it beside it so you see. So this is known as the four-leaved flower. In Yoruba, it says Elewe Mary. So this is, let me write the Yoruba spelling and the English also. So this is ELEWE, then MERIN. So this is four-leaved flower. Okay, so this is known as Ododo, Ododo, Ododo. In English, it's just flower. It's known as flower. It's just flower, flower. Okay, now this one is cassava leaf. So it's known as, in Yoruba, it is Ewe Ege. Ewe-Ege. Okay, in English, it is cassava leaf. Okay, I hope you got that. So this is the four-leaved flower, ododo, which is normal flower, and then ewe ege, which is cassava leaf. Cassava leaf, flower, and four-leaved flower. So that's it.
Thank you so much for the clarification. So kids, do you have any other questions? Can you type in the chat box? I have asked most of the questions that you have asked. Are there any other questions? No?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, one more question is, can we use any patterns or colors when we are making these art forms? Is what a lot of people have asked.
Yes, you can. Originally, when these fabrics are dyed, the major color used is blue. But as art today, modernization and everything, you can use any color you want. Even these days, the fabrics are dyed with different colors. You can use any color, pink, yellow, name it, any color you want.
All right. So kids, okay, now I see a lot of questions.
No problem.
Okay, are there symbols for all animals and birds in this type of art form?
Thing is, like some specific animals are known to specific areas. You could find the tiger somewhere else, but you can't find the tiger in Nigeria. So the symbols that are available are for the animals available, like a scorpion, a swan, a stork, yes, and which other one again? A wall gecko. Those are the major ones. Then on Insibidi, the major animals are the alligator, the crocodile, and the leopard. These three animals, and lizards also. And also
All right.
yes.
So kids, I hope all of you had lots of fun. And before we conclude, let me remind you again, the art competition is live. You can select any of your art which you think is the most beautiful, take a picture of that, post it on Instagram or Facebook. You can use your parents' account if you don't have your account. And don't forget to tag Kukuruku and Sonalika Publications, because if you win, you will win big bags of lots of goodies from Sonalika Publications, which are very exciting. Trust me, all of you will enjoy it so much. And I'm glad all of you enjoyed today's session. It was beautiful, Ms. Jesudara. Thank you so much. And I hope all of you look forward to trying all of these activities at home. And don't forget, if you have missed out on anything, your recording will be available within 24 hours in the dashboard, Kukuruku dashboard. Like last time, how I taught you, the same way, you can go to www.kukuruku.com, log in and find the recording on your dashboard. Thank you for now. That's all. I hope all of you have an artistic day. Thank you so much. Have lots of fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
हम तो बंधन चले सुनने नए किस्से कहानियां बचपन की यादें पुरानी हमको बतला